Third down and 20.
Okay, with that being said, let's get into some picks. Now that we're practically taking picks as it is, let's get into the picks.
Oh, picks.
Dog of the week. We're starting off with dog of the week. Who do you got for your dog of the week, Mr. Steed?
I think I'm going to take a cop out, and I haven't really been betting on the Steelers in the past couple weeks, so I think I'm going to go back into that trend. I'm taking Steelers spread and money line. I know like the Bills just had a huge win against the 49ers, I guess say. They were underdogs in that game too. But, I like the Steelers this week. Bounce back, like you don't have the pressure of being that undefeated team where everybody's talking to you. Now everybody's kind of trashing you. So you have something to prove again. Be a little bit of an underdog and have that chip on your shoulder mentality. So I think the Steelers come into Buffalo, a little bad blood in from last year. We remember this was a Sunday night game from last year where it kind of decided who was going to be that 6th seed. So I think they want some revenge there. But yeah, just give me the Steelers because at the end of the day, I still think the Steelers are a better team. Like the Bills, I think the Steelers defense can shut down the Bills, give Josh Allen a really rough time, even though Josh Allen has been playing pretty consistently well this season. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw Josh Allen go into like his old habits here in this game, where he has like a funky little stat line, turn over the ball a couple times, and maybe the offense gets going. Like the Bills' defense isn't the Bills' defense from years past, and I think the Washington football team defense is better than the Bills' defense, honestly, at least this year. So I like the Steelers.
All right, well, with my dog of the week, I am taking them for the second time. I'm going to be taking the New England Patriots as my dog of the week against the Rams. I took the Rams last week. I really like the matchup. Kind of for a similar reason, I'm taking the Patriots. I just think that Belichick is hot. He's figured out how he wants to run this team. He's, just running the football, run, just physically beat down the other team. And even though the Rams got a guy named Aaron Donald, I think that similar to that 49ers game a couple of weeks ago, I think that the Rams are going to struggle to move the ball on offense with the physicality and the speed of that Patriots secondary, especially with Jared Goff as your quarterback. He's not someone that's going to be able to extend plays and create great offense by himself. And I just think that the Patriots are going to be able to hang around in that football game. So I'm going to hope that they can come out on top. I do like the Patriots spread, but dude, this is dog of the week. We're going hard or going home. Patriots money line, baby.
You take for your dog of the week last week.
I got it right here. Hold on. What did I take for my dog of the week? No, I took the Falcons.
Oh, that's right. You took us. Oh, shit. We're close. Speaking of the Falcons.
Hung around.
Yeah. Speaking of the Falcons, I'm going to take Falcons minus 2.5 against the Chargers. I think this Chargers team, based on last week. What?
Taking the Falcons. Bold move.
I'm doing it, dude. Rise up. Let's go. Like, I tried to do a little thing. I took the Saints last week and hoping that the Falcons would win, but ended up with the Saints cover. So I guess that's good for my record. Better record than the Falcons.
Yeah, win-win.
So, yeah, I'm just going to take the Falcons minus 2.5 here. I think the Chargers are kind of done, especially after last week and after what you told me with Anthony Lynn and everything. I'm just going to take my boys, I think the offense is going to have a game where it erupts like it did against Raiders, or not really against Raiders, but the offense has been very lackluster for the past couple of weeks, it seems like. So I think they're due for a big game, and I think it's going to happen in LA.
Well, I'm going to be taking the Ravens minus 1.5 against the Browns. I did like what I saw out of the Ravens. Granted, it's against the Cowboys, so it's like, what are you really seeing here? But I think that the Ravens, towards the end of the season, they're going to get on a roll. They always play well against this Cleveland team, similar to the Steelers. Now that they're going to get a little more healthy off of their whole COVID situation, I do think that the Ravens are going to, get hot now, find a way into the playoffs like they usually do, and that starts with covering the spread of 1.5 against this Browns team on the road.
I'm going to take the Colts minus 2.5. I like the Raiders. I don't know if I really trust them or not. And I think this Colts team is really about to get going again, like we saw coming off the win last week. I think I took them last week too. Yeah, I did. This small line is just where I truly don't believe in that Raiders defense. Really, like I know I'm picking against our team, but it's coming late year where I need to win some picks to help my record. So I'm gonna take the Colts minus 2.5.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm taking the Raiders
Oh,
plus 2.5.
okay.
Just because you said that, I'm thinking about going money line, but I'll take that plus 2.5. Um, Raiders are getting their left tackle back, Trent Brown. It's going to be a big addition back for them, beef up that offensive line. Um, yeah, I know the Raiders just played like crap against the Jets, but I think that's just kind of one of those wins, like that Patriots win against the Jets, that kind of just starts to ignite the Raiders, get them back into playoff form, get the momentum back. As long as Henry Ruggs doesn't just throw football games. I mean, granted, he won the game for them at the end, but the 2 turnovers didn't help out our Raiders' cause. This is a
Too
big
much.
matchup for the Raiders. This has huge playoff implications. And I think that Derek Carr and John Gruden and those guys are going to come out hot for the first time in the past 3 weeks. And I'm hoping that they can just pull it out against the Colts.
Over under on that game, 51.5.
I was thinking of going under 45.5 in the Rams Patriots game, but I'm not really a huge over under guy.
I'm not either. Just gonna stay away from it. Next pick I'm gonna take. This one's just like pops out to me. Texans -1. The Bears suck. All right. They they lose to a Lions team where like it just like they were up what 2 touchdowns at halftime, and I was like, okay, so like the Bears are gonna be really back in the hunt now. But I mean, I really don't know what happened in that game. I didn't watch too much of it until like I just saw Matthew Staff like pop the score pop up on my phone. So I'm just taking Texas -1. Just give me the better quarterback here. The Texans have been playing better with since they fired old Bob. So and I just think
Oh,
yeah, old
Bob.
Bob, and I think Nagy's on hot water. He's feeling it, and there's just no way they win this game.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm just staying away because it's you really don't know what you're getting out of the Bears, man. You really don't know
Oh
what
yeah, you
you
don't.
are getting out of that Bears football team. But my next pick, I'm going to be taking a teaser. Teasers are hot once again. I was 1 for 1 of the teasers last week, but it happens. I'm going to be going with the Packers -1.5 and the Steelers +8.5. 2 team 6-point teaser. Let's just take 2 good football teams. Teasing the Packers down to 1 score, just 1.5 against the Lions. Like, come on, taking the Packers spread straight up. You better cover 1.5. And the Steelers +8.5, just kind of betting that my Steelers, good football team, don't go out there and get blown out.
Yeah, I like that. My next pick, I'm taking the boys. I'm taking Cowboys -3.5 against Bengals. Um, Dog crap of a game. Nothing everybody wants to see. But I think Andy Dalton gets it done against Cincinnati and wins by a touchdown. I really don't have a true reasoning why I like this game. I just like the line, and I think the Cowboys are due for like a win, and I think it comes this week against the Bengals. I think that's the first time I bet on the Cowboys all year.
Well, you'd be good to stay away from them because they've barely covered this season.
Yeah, until this week.
Wait, did they cover this week? I thought they
I mean,
didn't
like this coming
cover
week.
against the Ravens. Oh,
Well, this
okay.
week
Yeah, all right.
technically, yeah. Like last night's game went in this week, but yeah, they did not cover last night against the Ravens. Got blown out.
Man, I want to take another pick. I've been leaning on a few games here and there. Um, Man, I'm actually really thinking about taking the Eagles, but I just don't think I can do it. Like the last time I
Oh,
felt this
the
way, they would
Eagles.
have covered against the Seahawks, that miracle cover. And I'm just getting a
Yeah,
similar feeling about this line. I just feel like this could easily be a one-score game, mainly because this Eagles pass rush is still legit. And it might give Taysom Hill some issues because this is a defense that's just playing really well. It's going to be interesting to see. I don't think it's a perfect matchup necessarily, and that's why I'm staying away from it. But that's a line I was thinking. Washington plus 3.5 is interesting. I just think that the 49ers are a little bit too well coached of a football team to really lean on that Washington football team because at the end of the day, if the 49ers can run the football, then I think that they'll easily win that game. So it's just hard to put your trust in the Washington football team, even though what we saw against Pittsburgh last week was really good. 49ers in Pittsburgh couldn't be complete like opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of teams, it feels like, at least on the offensive side of the football.
I'll take the Eagles plus 7 as my last pick. I'll ride with it. Jalen Hurts era starts now. That defense will give Taysom Hill and show him as a fraud and show why the Saints suck. And Jalen Hurts will throw for 250, couple TDs.
I'm actually going to hammer the Packers. I'm going to take the Packers. I'll buy half a point. I'll take a -7. Um,
Who are they playing?
they're playing the Lions. I just think that's going to be a 2-score game. Actually, no point. I'm not buying half a point. Just give me 7.5. They're going to win that game. And do I take that under? Man, I wrote down so many like maybes. I wrote down so many maybes looking at the board. I
Yeah.
really don't know what to go. Yeah, I'll take the Patriots Rams under as well. Patriots Rams under 45.5. And that's going to do it for my picks of the week. You done with yours?
I got my picks. I think I like them this week. I like them. I think
So
I'm
you
taking a lot of
added
favorites.
Eagles plus 7.5.
Yeah.
Um, all right. Well, is that everything then? You got anything else you want to say, Mr. Steed?
No, I mean, one thing is that if you want to win a Super Bowl, just fire your head coach. They're firing teams that fire their head coach is undefeated. Keep the train going. Win a ring.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
You know what? I'm taking the Cardinals -2.5 as well.
Taking the Falcons.
I don't believe in the G-men.
All right, doesn't believe gassing up Colt McCoy, and now you're saying you don't believe in him. All right. Shame.
It's just, I'll believe in Kyler Murray. I think he's healthy this week, so